What have we done in our last class? We have talked about digestion. Am I right? Sarah?
We will start talking about digestion now.
We
We
will.
haven't done anything. Yeah.
Okay. We just have introductory class about digestion. है ना? Okay. We will start with a very interesting topic, which is not related with any other topic. It's a fresh topic, that is digestion, human digestive digestion. है ना? Okay. So write down the heading, that is human digestion. Human digestion. What do you mean by digestion? We human perform holozoic mode of nutrition. Yes or no? We human perform which type of nutrition? Holozoic. First we take food inside our body, है ना? Then we digest the food. Okay. So we will start with human digestion. Human digestion. Let us understand the meaning of digestion first. I have told you the meaning of digestion, but let's just recall the definition of digestion. What is digestion? Digestion means the process of conversion of what have I told you about digestion? Conversion of complex
Substance into simpler substance.
Complex food substances into simpler food substances, है ना? Conversion of complex food substances into simpler food substances, simpler absorbable food, which can be absorbed into your blood. Absorbable food. I have told you this, है ना? Conversion of complex food substances into simpler food. Okay, let us understand this statement. You all eat some kind of food, for example, rice, any kind of food. Okay, suppose you have eaten this is a food. Suppose this is a food. Okay, food contains what? Nutrients. Food contains beta nutrient, है ना? So food have nutrients. Food have nutrients. What are the major nutrients found in our food? What are the major nutrients found in our food? I have told you in first
Carbohydrate.
class. Carbohydrate, very good. Fats, carbohydrate.
Vitamin.
Very, not vitamin. Vitamin, it's not a major source of energy yielding food. Carbohydrate, fats. Okay, carbohydrate, fats. We can call fats as lipid also. Okay. For your level, fats and lipids are same. And the third one is protein. These are basically complex food substances. What are these? These are complex food. Complex food means cannot be absorbed in the complex food. What does this mean? This means cannot be absorbed by our blood. It cannot be absorbed by our blood. So we have to convert this food into, we have to convert this large complex food into what, beta? Small simpler food. Okay. So let's understand what is the simplest form of carbohydrate. Okay. So all carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are polymer. If you have any doubt, just ask me. Fats are long polymer. Have you heard about this term polymer?
Yes.
What is polymer? Polymer is a long chain. Is a long chain made up of many small units. Long chain made up of many small units. Okay, many small units called monomers. Called monomers. Monomers. Okay. For example, protein is a polymer. Protein is a polymer. What does this mean? Protein. What does this mean? It means it is made up of small unit. It is made up of small unit. You must have tie friendship bands to your friends, है ना? Happy Friendship Day. Yeah, you must have in Mela. I don't know about your country, but in India, we used to tie friendship bands in Friendship Day. Okay. So these are small units. Can you see these small units? This is monomer. This is monomer. So lot and lot of, I say many, lots and lots of monomer, n number of monomer. What does this n means? Thousands and thousands of monomers, small monomers will join together to form what, beta? To form protein. Okay. Thousands of monomer will join together to form protein. So protein is made up of a small unit. These units are called amino acid. These units are called amino acid. Have you heard about this term amino acid?
Yes, sir.
Amino acid. I will represent amino acid as AA. I will represent amino acid as AA. So what we have to do, we have to convert this. We have to convert this carbohydrate, this fat, this protein. All these are what, beta? Polymer. So we have to convert this into monomer, single unit. We have to convert this into single unit, one unit only. Okay. So in digestion, we will break this complex food into small unit which can be absorbed into our blood. Okay. Write down this, then we will move forward. Okay. What is this blood?
Sir, done.
Okay. Now we have how many type of major food? We have three major type of food. है ना? Carbohydrate, fats and protein. Okay. So let's first understand what is our motto. We have to convert. We will try to convert carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is what, beta? Carbohydrate is polymer. What is polymer? It is a very long chain. Okay. Carbohydrate is polymer. First, we will break carbohydrate into small pieces. We will break carbohydrate into small pieces. For example, disaccharide. Disaccharide. Spelling. Let me confirm the spelling. Okay. Saccharide. Disaccharide. Di means, beta, what? Di means two. Di means two. Di means two. So what carbohydrate is a polymer made up of many units. What do you mean by disaccharide? Made up of two units. Made up of two units. Two small units. Made up of how many units? Disaccharides are made up of how many units? Two small units. Two small units. Can you give me some example of disaccharide? Can you give me some example of disaccharides? Have you heard about lactose?
Yeah.
Okay. Lactose is a milk sugar. Lactose is a milk sugar. Have you eaten chapati? Roti?
Yeah.
Okay. When you chew chapati without any supplementary food, without any curry, or just take a chapati and chew it for a few minutes, you will start to have a sweet taste. Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That sweet taste is of maltose. Okay. So lactose, the lactose is what basically lactose is disaccharide. Lactose is disaccharide made up of how many units? Two small units. Okay. In the same way, maltose is also a disaccharide made up of how many units? Two units. Okay. And disaccharide will convert into monosaccharide. Monosaccharide means what, beta? Monosaccharide means, mono means what, beta? Mono means single. Mono means single. Okay. So then monosaccharide. Example of mono means one. Mono means one unit. Saccharide is what, beta? small unit. Saccharide is the small unit. So monosaccharide will be made up of one unit. Can you give me the example of some monosaccharide? Have you heard about glucose?
Yeah.
Glucose is the simplest sugar, है ना? Glucose is the main source of energy. Okay, so when we will eat any kind of carbohydrate, carbohydrate will convert into what, beta? Monosaccharide. Okay, here I am writing complex food. Here I am writing complex food. Okay, this is the journey of the food. What will happen to the food? First, carbohydrate will convert into disaccharide, two small units made up of two units. Then it will again convert into simpler form, that is monosaccharide. Okay, so this is absorbable food. Okay, this is absorbable food. So our aim is to convert the carbohydrate into monosaccharide. Can you give me the example of carbohydrate that we generally use? Have you heard about starch?
Yeah.
We eat starch, na? From rice we get starch. Potato, hai na? So potato is a food. Okay, potato is a food which contains what, beta? Which contains carbohydrate called starch. Okay, so there is a difference between potato and starch. Starch is a carbohydrate which is found inside the potato. Now you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Have you heard about fructose? Glucose, fructose, and the third one is galactose. What is the formula of glucose? What is the formula? I have told you the formula of glucose in photosynthesis. Okay, huh. C6H12O6. C6H12O6. You must be surprised that the formula for glucose is C6H12O6. The formula for fructose is C6H12O6, and the formula for galactose is C6H12O6. Okay, so what will happen to the carbohydrate that you eat? The carbohydrate will first convert into disaccharide, yani made up of two units. Then carbohydrate will convert into monosaccharide. Either it will convert into glucose or fructose or galactose. The formula for all these three is C6H12O6. Do you get my point? Amna Abdullah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's move forward. What about protein? What about protein? The second food, complex food we eat is protein. Okay. Let me remind you, lactose is found in milk. It is found in milk. Maltose is found in chapati. Okay. Fructose is found in fruit. You can remember this. Okay. If you want. Now we will talk about what, beta? Now we will talk about the second complex food is protein. The second complex food is protein. Okay. So protein is what, beta? Protein is polymer. Polymer means made up of very long unit. Made up of very long unit. Very long unit. Like this. Starch is also a polymer made up of very long unit. Okay. And what these are basically made up of two units. Made up of two units. And these are basically made up of one unit. Okay. One unit. Okay. Now protein will first convert into what, beta? Proteose and peptones. What, beta? Proteose and peptones. This is not the absorbable form. Proteose and peptones is not the absorbable form. Then it will convert into simplest unit, that is amino acid. So what is the absorbable form of protein? If someone will ask you what is the absorbable form of protein, so what will you say? The absorbable form of protein is what, beta? Amino acid. So we have to convert protein into what, beta? Amino acid. Okay. Do you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what about the third one? The third food which we eat. The third food which we eat is
Fat.
what, beta? Fat and lipid. Can you tell me the absorbable form of fat? Can you tell me the absorbable form of fat?
Chicken.
Have you heard about fatty acids and glycerols?
Once again?
Fatty acid and glycerol.
Yeah.
Okay. The absorbable form of fat is fatty acid and glycerol. Okay, so we have to convert fats, or you can say lipids, we have to convert fat and lipid into what, beta? Into what? First it will convert into diglycerides and monoglycerides. You just have to remember the name. For fats you don't need to remember these names. Okay, these are not so important. You just have to remember the absorbable unit. Then diglycerides and monoglyceride will convert into what, beta? Fatty acids and glycerol. So do you get my point? What is our aim? We have to convert this complex food into what, beta? In complex food into what? Into these absorbable food. Okay, we have to copy this. We have to convert this complex food into absorbable food.
So glucose is example of carbohydrate one, right?
Glucose is the example of carbohydrate, which is monosaccharide. We divide carbohydrate into three forms. Very long chain called polysaccharide. Very long chain called polysaccharide, made up of two units called disaccharide, and simplest form is called monosaccharide. The example of monosaccharides are glucose, fructose, and galactose. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. This is polymer. This polymer is basically polysaccharide. We will call this as polysaccharide. This is example of poly. Poly means many. Okay.
So what did he wrote after down of diglyceride?
Where, beta? This
Yeah,
one?
third one, fats and lipids.
Fats and lipids. Diglycerides. This one?
No,
Fatty acid and glycerol. GLY.
no, below diglyceride.
Below fatty acid. This one.
Below diglycerides.
Diglycerides. Below this one. Monoglycerides. Mono. Monoglycerides.
Sir, done.
Done. Abdullah, are you done? Okay. Now, for
Yes, sir. Done.
okay, Abdullah, if you have any query, any problem, you can ask me directly,
Yes,
or you can ask me on chat. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. So we have to perform the function of digestion. Okay. Yes or no? Okay. So to perform digestion, there must be some system in our body. है ना? So for digestion, there is digestive system in our body. What? Digestive system. Digestive system. What do you mean by system? You must have heard in junior classes that we are made up of cell, है ना? Cell form tissue. Tissue will
Yeah.
form what, beta? Organ. And organ will form, various organ will form organ system. And various organ system combined together will form organism. You know this, yes or no? Okay.
Yeah.
So I have told you what, beta? Digestive system. So digestive system will fall in which category? Organ system. Digestive system is the example of organ system. What does this mean? It is made up of lots and lots of organ. Okay. So for digestion in our body, we will try to understand human digestive system. What, beta? Human digestive system. Okay. So in our body, we have human digestive system. So we divide human digestive system in two part. How many part, bacha? In two part. First one is alimentary canal. Have you heard about this term, alimentary canal?
Yes, sir.
What is alimentary canal?
Esophagus.
Okay, I will tell you. Okay, alimentary canal, and then we divide the human digestive system into two parts. That is a digestive gland. Have you heard about this term gland? There are two types of gland. Okay, digestive gland, which are basically, which type of gland we are talking about? We are talking about exocrine. Which type of gland, beta? Exocrine gland. Okay, I will show you a diagram. Okay, I will show you a diagram. Okay. Just give me a second. First, I have to stop share. Just copy this. Divide the human digestive system into two parts: alimentary canal and digestive glands. Then I'll show you a diagram of human digestive system.
Sir, done.
Done. Okay. Can you see a diagram of human digestive system?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here you can see this is the opening. Can you see opening bit, a slit? You know the slit. The slit between two lips. These are the lips, and this is the opening. This opening is called mouth. This whole structure is called face. This is not mouth. This opening between the two lips is called mouth. Okay. Okay. When you take food inside the mouth, it will go into this area. Yes or no? Can you see this area where teeth and tongues are located? Yes or no? That
Yes,
area
sir.
is called buccal cavity or oral cavity. You must have heard ad about toothpaste saying take care of oral hygiene. है ना? So first, alimentary canal start with beta from where? From mouth. Then it will enter into the, here you can see mouth. Can you see mouth? Here it is mouth. then it will enter into what beta? Buccal cavity. Buccal cavity contains what, bacha? Buccal cavity contains what? Teeth and tongue. Okay. Then food will go in a tube-like structure present in our neck, which is called esophagus. Can you see this pipe? Can you see this pipe?
Yes, sir.
This is called esophagus. This is called esophagus. Then food will enter into this J-shaped structure. Can you see this J-shaped structure? This yellow color J-shaped structure. This is called stomach. This is called stomach. Okay. So first, remember with me. First, food will enter in through mouth. Then it will enter into buccal cavity. Then it will enter into what beta? Esophagus. Then it will enter into what? Stomach. Okay. Then food will enter into beta small intestine. Okay. Where beta? Small intestine. Let me show you another diagram. Can you see? Can you see stomach here? Can you see? Is this diagram visible to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. Here you can see stomach. Okay. After stomach, food will go into small intestine. Where beta? Small intestine. Then food will enter into large intestine. Here, can you see? Can you see beta this C-shaped structure? Can you see this C-shaped structure? This part of small intestine is called what beta? Duodenum. This is called duodenum. Then can you see this large coiled part? This is called large intestine. This is called large intestine. Okay. And this is called anus. I will draw a diagram for you in next class. Okay. You have overview of the alimentary canal, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we will come back to our topic. Okay. We were talking about alimentary canal. Okay. So I can divide alimentary canal. Alimentary canal starts with from where beta? Alimentary canal start from where? Mouth. Okay. The first part of alimentary canal is mouth. Mouth. Okay. Then it will enter into buccal. What beta? Buccal. Yeah. Another name for that is oral cavity. Buccal cavity or oral cavity. Okay. Then the food will enter into what beta? Then the food will enter into what? Esophagus. What beta? Esophagus. Esophagus. Okay. What is the length of esophagus? You can write the length of esophagus if you want. Just Google it and write the length of esophagus. Remember, in esophagus, there is a movement called peristalsis. Have you heard about the term called peristalsis? I will explain you. In board, examiner may ask you the definition of peristalsis. Okay. Peristalsis. Okay. I will explain you the meaning of peristalsis. After esophagus, Abdullah, where will food enter? Food will enter into what beta? Stomach. Food will enter into stomach. Then food will enter into what beta? Small intestine. Where beta? Small intestine. Okay. Then food will enter into large intestine. Large intestine. Large intestine. Then food will enter into anus. Okay. Food will enter into anus. Okay. We divide small intestine. We divide small intestine into three parts. How many parts, beta? Three parts. I'll show you the diagram. Okay. We divide small intestine into three parts. The first one is duodenum. What beta? Duodenum. Okay. Please don't miss the next two class. Okay. If you really want to understand the digestive system. The second one is duodenum, then jejunum. Have you heard about this term, or is this the first time? Jejunum.
Heard it.
First time? Ileum.
No.
You have heard about these terms. And we divide large intestine into three parts. What, beta? Can you name them? We divide large intestine into how many parts? Three parts. What are they? They are called cecum, 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 writing cecum, colon, and rectum. And this is anus. Okay. Please write down these. Now I will try to make a simplest diagram possible to make you understand the alimentary canal. Okay, please write down the classification first. The 50% of this chapter, the life process, contains basically nutrition. So nutrition is the longest part of this chapter, and 50% of biology is the first chapter, that is life process. So it is the longest chapter in entire syllabus of class 10. So it will take some time. Okay, chalo.
Done.
Done. Very good. Abdullah, done. Okay. Let us try to make a simpler diagram of human digestive system. Okay. I'm not good at diagrams. Okay. This is just for reference. So please don't judge my artistic skills here. Okay. This is a opening. This is the opening between two lips, which is called beta mouth. Yes or no? I have already told you. In mouth, it will open into a wider space which have teeth inside it. I will try to make a teeth. Does it look like teeth? No, it doesn't. But you will get my point. And here it will pink. Let me try a pink color. Here it will contain tongue. Suppose this is a tongue. Okay. Now, this is what beta? This is buccal cavity. Yes or no? This is buccal cavity. Buccal cavity contains what beta? Buccal cavity contains two things. First one is teeth. First one is teeth, and second one is tongue. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then it will enter into long pipe-like structure and a long tube. This long tube is called what beta? Esophagus. O is silent here. Esophagus. Then food will enter into this type of structure, this J-shaped structure. This is called beta stomach. This is called stomach. What beta? Stomach. Then food will enter into this. Can you see this C-shaped structure? Can you see this C-shaped
Yes, sir.
structure? This is called duodenum. I have told you small intestine is divided into three parts. See here, I have divided small intestine into three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So now you see this stomach will open into what beta? Duodenum, which is a part of small intestine. I will represent small intestine as SI. Please remember, I will represent small intestine as SI. Whenever I write SI, it means small intestine. Whenever I write LI, it means large intestine. Understood? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the food will now enter into small intestine. Then it will enter into highly coiled network-like structure. Highly coiled network-like structure. Can you see this? This tube-like structure. This is called jejunum. This is called jejunum. This is also a part of small intestine. This is also a part of small intestine. Then now the coiling. Can you see the coiling? Can you see the pipe have been coiled like this? Can you see the pipe? It is a pipe, na? There is a pipe, na? There is a tube. Here you can see the tube is straight. Here it has converted into J-shaped structure. Here it is C-shaped. It is C-shaped or not, beta? Look the okay. Jejunum is coiled. Jejunum is coiled. Okay, I will write down. And after jejunum, it will highly coiled. It will after jejunum, the pipe will highly coiled. Highly coiled. Okay. It's hard to make exact diagram, but you will get my point. Can you see the highly coiled part? Okay, this is called ileum. Ileum. What beta? Ileum. Now this ileum will enter into large tube pipe-like structure. Can you see this large pipe-like structure? Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
And there is a small, this kind of structure, small, very small, tiny structure, this tiny structure. Okay. This whole structure is called what, beta? This whole structure is called large intestine. And this is a okay. In large intestine, there is a tube. In large intestine, there is a tube. Okay, first let me write. This is what, beta? This is colon. This is what, beta? Colon. I have told you, I have divided large intestine into how many parts? Abdullah, I have divided large intestine into colon, rectum, and cecum. Colon, rectum, and cecum. Right? Yes or no? Okay. So let me show you. This. Can you see this? This whole structure. Do you want me to color this? No.
No.
Let us be. This is called colon. This is called colon. Okay. This is called colon. This is also called what, beta? Colon. है ना? And this is also what? Colon. Can you see the colon? यहाँ से लेकर from here to here. All this is called colon. Okay. This is called rectum. This is called, beta? Rectum. Rectum. Okay. This is also a part of what, beta? Large intestine. Yes or no? Large intestine. Colon is also a part of large intestine. Okay. Inside colon, just remember, inside colon, there is a tube-like structure. There is a tube-like structure. Can you see the tube inside a colon?
Yeah.
There is a tube-like structure. This tube-like structure is called cecum. What, beta? This is called cecum. 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 Okay. Can you see this finger-like structure? It is very important part of our body. Okay, you cannot able to see me properly. Am I visible now? Okay. Can you see this tiny finger-like structure? This is very important, very, very important. This is very, very important. This is called vermiform appendix. Have you heard about this term? Vermiform. Vermiform appendix. Have you heard about the term appendix ho gaya, appendix ho gaya?
Yeah.
You all have Indian origin, na? You must have, maybe. So in India, we used to say appendix ho gaya. It is a very painful kind of disease. Okay. So this is very our body is a very compact structure. It does not have very large space. Okay, suppose if this can you see this vermiform appendix is a very tiny structure, a very small and tiny structure. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Compared to colon, you can see colon is a very wide, large structure, but this vermiform appendix is a very small what structure. When it will swell means फूलना. अगर ये फूलेगा तो क्या दर्द होगा? It will cause pain or not, beta? If this structure will swell, suppose this is a structure, it will swell like this. It will cause pain or not in our body?
It will.
It will. So vermiform appendix, it is a vestigial organ. I will teach you about vestigial organ in evolution chapter. Vestigial organ means this organ is used to be this organ is used to help us in digestion in previous eras. In you can say our forefathers, our great ancestors. For example, Adivasi, what we call Adivasi in English. The humans which don't know to use. There was a time when humans don't know how to cook. Yes or no? There was a time when humans don't know how to cook. So this vermiform appendix used to help us to digest the uncooked food. What was the function of this vermiform appendix? It used to digest the uncooked food. But nowadays we cook the food first, then we eat the food. So during the course of evolution, the function of this organ is become useless. So now this is a vestigial organ. What is the meaning of vestigial organ? Vestigial organs means earlier, many thousands years ago, this organ is useful, but nowadays it have no any uses. Do you get my point?
Yes, sir.
So now you are able to understand the meaning of, now can you understand what is alimentary canal? If someone will ask you, what is alimentary canal? Do you know the meaning of alimentary canal? Do you understand what is alimentary canal?
Yeah.
Okay. Please copy, kaisa bhi chalega, please, if you want, or you can take a screenshot. But please write. Done. You have taken the screenshot. Yes?
No, I already drew it with you.
Okay. What about you, Abdullah? Okay. He's not responding. Hamna, as usual, she will not respond. Okay. So now let's discuss each and every topic in little bit of detail. Alimentary canal. Okay. First, the first organ is mouth. What is mouth, beta? What is mouth? Opening between yeah, or I can say it is a slit between two lips. Slit between two lips. And as we can say that ki alimentary canal start from mouth. Yes or no? So it is anterior. It is anterior. The front side of our body is called anterior, and the back side of our body is called posterior. So it is an anterior opening. It is an anterior opening. Okay. What is the second part? The food will then enter into where, beta? Buccal cavity. Buccal cavity. Okay. Buccal cavity have what, beta? Have
teeth and tongue.
Teeth. Teeth is of, our teeth is Our teeth is of heterodont. Our teeth is heterodont. What is hetero means? Hetero means different. Hetero means different. And don't means dentation. Hetero means hetero. Meaning of hetero is different. है ना? So we have same type of teeth or different type of teeth.
Different.
Different. How many type of teeth do we have? You must
4.
have. Very good. You in small classes we used to remember these kind of things. है ना? There are 4 kind of teeth. है ना? The first one is incisor,
Canine.
canine,
Molar. Premolar.
premolar, and molar. Molar and molar. I will not write down the function of individual function of each one of these. Okay, I will write down the function. What does help teeth help in? Helps in which?
Grinding the food.
Grinding the food. So does the teeth help in digestion or not?
Yeah.
What is the basic meaning of digestion? To break the food. Teeth break the food into small particles. So helps in grinding the food. Grinding the food. So we can say that teeth provide what beta? Teeth provide mechanical digestion. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So if someone will ask you, if examiner will ask you what is mechanical digestion, so will you able to write down the definition for mechanical digestion? Mechanical digestion means digestion performed by teeth by grinding of food. Okay. Okay. So the first one is teeth, and the second one is what beta?
Tongue.
Tongue. Okay. What is the function of tongue?
It softens the food and
Very good.
mix it with saliva.
Very good. Have taste bud. You can write it's not related with the digestion, but it's the function of tongue. Softens the food. Okay. Softens the food. And mix the food thoroughly with saliva. It is the most important. This is the main function. Mix the food thoroughly. What is the spelling of thoroughly? Can you?
Thoro.
Thoro. Let me correct it. Thoroughy.
Yeah.
Okay. Mix the food thoroughly with saliva. It's very important. Okay. Please write down this.
Done.
Done. Now food will enter into what beta? Food will enter into esophagus. Okay. How food travel in the alimentary canal? How food travel in the alimentary canal?
Windpipe.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What?
Windpipe.
Windpipe. But is there any mechanism? Is there any process, specific process by which food travel? Have you heard about the peristalsis?
No. You just said in that.
Okay, I will explain. Esophagus. Esophagus. The other name of esophagus is food pipe. What beta? Food pipe. Do you get the PDF of these slides by any chance? Through in your group, or
no,
you don't get any PDF? Okay. Is there any digestion occur in esophagus? No digestion occur. No digestion occur. Okay. No digestion occur. Okay. Suppose this is a pipe. This is a pipe. Okay. This is a rubber pipe. Which type of pipe, beta? Rubber pipe. Made up of rubber. Rubber pipe. Is rubber stretchable or not?
Yeah.
It is stretchable. It is stretchable. Okay. Suppose I will put a ball in a ball inside this. Suppose I have put this ball, this large ball. Can you see this large ball? The size of the ball is larger than the size of rubber pipe or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So what will happen if I insert the ball inside the pipe? What will happen?
It will show the shape going.
It will change the shape of the rubber pipe. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Like this. And there is a ball. This is a ball. Yes or no? Okay.
Yeah.
Now what will happen? If we apply force from here? If we apply force from here, the food will move forward. Yes or no? The food will now move. Sorry, the ball will move now forward. Yes or no? Like this. Here, can you see contraction occur? Here, what happens? Here, relaxation occur. Can you see the ball is traveling with the help of contraction and relaxation?